live out at Bruarong, just out of Yakandanda on 10 acres. And we live here with our young family, 3 children.
So we're on a lifestyle property here. So the 10 acres suits us because I work full-time in town.
We moved to our property 3 years ago, and the reason we did that was because I grew up on acreage and I absolutely wanted that for our children too.
Give them space and just foster that sense of adventure and exploration that we had.
At home I really like to catch yabbies and swim in the dam and climb trees.
So we fell in love with the place. We planned to build, but we found a cottage, and within a few months it was on a truck here, and just allowed us to get on the land quicker and start growing.
We're definitely at the planning stage. Up until now, it's really been about getting the infrastructure set, so getting the house and the wastewater and electricity all up and running. Looking at what we're going to do with the property, there's definitely a planning phase that has to come first, and we're definitely in that at the moment.
So we've been establishing a farm map through Healthy Hectares. So different layers of the map have helped us work out exactly where we want to plant and where we want to perform some activities. So yeah, one of our goals is definitely to plant more trees and increase biodiversity and essentially leave the place in a better place than when we found it.
We're trying to balance planning with just getting started, and that's kind of the phase we're in now.
Sometimes I help Mum in the veggie garden.
Look, our goals are to provide as much food as we can for ourselves, so we've got a big veggie patch. In the last 18 months we've put in an orchard with 20 trees. We have started a little micro nursery, so we're growing little seedlings, vegetable and herb seedlings for our community, and we have chooks and they provide us with eggs.
I thought I knew what the soils were like around here, but through that course we did some simple tests on the soil we have here, and I was surprised to discover our pHs were quite low.
So the ground was quite compacted when we first arrived, but we've intentionally left stock off, and we've noticed a difference in the diversity in the species of grass and pasture that have come through.
So some of the most important things to us are improving the soil health, improving water retention and water recycling through the property, bringing back some biodiversity and just restoring the land to what it was hundreds of years ago.
We're off grid here, so we can control our own power, but also we are very conscious of the way the climate is changing. So a lot of our plants are a mixed species of sort of exotic plants and native. So we're planning for a different climate.
Similar to the philosophy with the land, the veggie garden's the same. You've got to put time and effort in and restore the soil health, grow the organic matter, and then you get rewarded. I think a big part of the process is just observing what's going on. We head out not knowing what we're going to discover, but inevitably we always find something. We're always learning something, and I think it's a very important part of working with the land you're on.
It's a dream come true for us to be on property, to grow our own food, to have our own bees, to raise our own meat. So yeah, life is good, and having Healthy Hectares help us take that next step has been hugely beneficial.
I'd definitely recommend Healthy Hectares to other landholders. It's fantastic to meet other people in the same boat you are. Now, life's good out here. We've got the space, we've got the bush at our backyard. It's everything that Jane and I wanted